Ancient samurai wisdom dictates that the older something is, the more fondly it's remembered. Luckily for most people, Bushido, the role-playing game from 1979, is not really well remembered at all, in fact. Well, that's not quite fair. It is remembered as being one of those first games in ye olden days when the samurai made war. Bushido is a D20 system at its core with quite a few attributes you'll come to know with slightly different names. Strength, deftness, speed, health, wit, and will, with each of these range from 1 being baby tier to 40 being peak performance. You begin with a total of 60 points between all of these, plus and minus bonuses given to you by your class and your own modifications. Not exactly a massive budget, but enough to get you starting. This leads to your saving throw, which is a term used for nearly every check. The raw ST is your attribute divided by 3 and adding your level. So most starting characters are effectively noodles, as you need to roll under your ST to actually succeed. Now you're going to need to start calculating a lot of things here, but I'll do my best to summarize the most important ones. Strength has your damage bonus, encumbrance, and weapon minimums. Make sure you have enough strength to actually use your cool katana. Deftness has your BAP rating, which is half of your initiative and half of your action phases, which you get to inform by your speed rating, indicating the maximum number of actions you get. Yes, this does mean you have the opportunity to take multiple actions without the ability to take multiple actions, and vice versa, though this may also play deeper into the Zanshin mechanic, which is the real action and bonus actions you get with your major actions, and we don't think about it too hard. Health is equal to your health attribute, no surprise there, but you'll also be adding your class's hit die, not called a hit die of course, to the final result as well. Don't forget about your healing rate. Then we get to FIS, or freely improvable skills, equal to your wit score. This is the number of skills you can actually learn and improve, which will play into your learning rate. God help you if you want to do magic, because power is there too. So we have a few things to worry about, so let's get into our capabilities and skills. A capability is a universal skill everyone has access to. Everybody knows how to brawl, for example, similar to climbing. Skills are a bit more complex, with each skill being ranked from 0 to 99, and being the mastery of the art in that regard. There are a few broad skills, but you're always going to be calculating your BCS, which is your base chance of success, for each of these skills. This isn't factoring in skills that aren't skills and more abilities tied to other skills, which may also factor into the BCS of other skills, but let's ignore that as well. Let's take Kenjutsu for example. Our initial skill score is going to be our strength, deftness, and will added together. We'll get our BCS by dividing that value by 5. Anytime we want to do some swordsmanship, we roll D20 and try to hit under our Kenjutsu rating. The better the roll, the better the effect number is. Thus, rolling a 2 versus a 10 is a better result than rolling a 10 dead on. Certain classes get bonuses to skills, adding the skill score by default. So, let's talk about what makes a profession. The Bushi is your stereotypical honorable warrior man who gets really good at killing things. The Budoka is the more wily hero, while the Shugenja has some magical bullshit raised to blow people's faces off. The Gakusho are our heroic priests who exorcise our problems and may heal us, and finally the Yakuza, who, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, are kind of mid due to being half thief, half warrior, and 80% not hitting someone with a bicycle. Okay, you can also play a goddamn ninja with their own host of tools and magic bullshit to work with though. While not full on believe it, they're definitely one of the more diverse classes, even if they miss the actual way to level up. There are only 6 levels in Bushido, with each level requiring experience and on. Experience is gained either by defeating enemies and using spells if they are caster. This leads to on. On is the concept of honor in the land of the rising sun and is suitably important for everyone to use, except if you're a dirty stinky ninja. Get both and you'll level up, becoming a stronger version of yourself, and you'll get all the tools at your disposal and ability to hack people to death faster. Except this doesn't also account for every way to level up, because if you really want to level up efficiently, go to school, learn how to do skills better, increase things through study and research and everything else you can do, as each skill technically does level up independently. Ninjas get stronger by being more ninja-like and building up their own resource to worry about though. Combat is very deadly. Magic is impressive, if a little convoluted, and there's a lot of stuff in Bushido if you haven't quite internalized that yet. It's a very old game with a deep emphasis on getting you invested in the time and place, including a full character life path system to make sure that you roll a dirt farmer again. I didn't really even talk about chi, as it's a meta currency that's rewarded for going with the flow of things and can be spent on a variety of powers based on the class and a lot of generic effects. Is Bushido interesting? Yes, it's mostly as a time capsule of that late 70s RPG sphere as it started being more experimental and trying some new things. Reading, though, may give a few ideas, and maybe that's enough. My name is Notepad, and this was Bushido. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Many thanks to the honorable lords for their continued patronage of the arts. May the Emperor bless your long road.